Alright Kirk, now that we're inside, the first thing I would like to point out to you would be the 1800 watt inverter we have installed. That has a 2-gang GFI outlet on it, and that will run any small household appliances.
Okay, what are the numbers on the front of that?
The numbers on the front are showing you what your battery voltage is as we sit right here.
Alright. Very good.
Next thing I would like to show you is all the components under the bunk. In the back corner here, that is your main control box. That is the whole brains of the operation.
Okay.
And on the side of it, there is a reset button right back here. What that is for is that's a safety for our TriPac unit, and if it notices any malfunctioning going on and it needs to shut down so it doesn't create any further damage, it'll trip that reset breaker, and then it'll throw an engine code on the controller, which we will go over when we get to the controller.
So when there's a code on my controller, that button will pop out?
Only on the engine code.
Okay.
But that is the reset button on the back there is for that purpose. When that does throw an engine code, it will trip that breaker.
So at that point, I probably should just go ahead and call my Thermo King dealer or my maintenance supervisor?
Yes,
okay.
That is highly recommended. Next thing I'd like to show you is your EVAP box, which contains your blower and everything in it. And the most important thing here is the blue filter that is on the front of it. You want to make sure that stays nice and clean so you get the best function and performance out of the AC unit.
So that's removable and I can clean it and put it back in?
Yes.
Reusable. Alright.
You undo the 4 tabs that are on the corner, the lid will lift off, and you can pull that right out the top. You can wash that out with warm water, let it dry, put it back in, good to go.
What's that box in front of it?
The box in front of it, that would be your D2 heater. That is that pipe that I showed you on the outside. That is the
exhaust port.
Correct.
Oh, okay.
Correct. And what you see there is the discharge where your heat is supplied to the inside of the truck. And on the back side of it is your intake. That too is also important, that you do not let that get plugged up with any loose articles, plastic bags, anything like that.
Oh, okay. So that grill in the front there is where my fresh air intake comes in.
Correct.
Alright.
Correct. You have your fresh air intake in the front, and again, your intake for your heater and your intake for your AC are very important to keep clean and free of any foreign objects. You know, plastic bags, duffel bags, anything you might want to throw underneath there.
Very good.
The other two things I like to point out is that we do install 2 AC vents. We locate one at the floor, and then we run another one up inside your cabinets to the highest possible point we can get to.